do do. Everything is looking alright. It's been a while since I played Doki Doki. So it's been a while. Okay, but yeah, so... Hey guys! We're back! It's been a while since I played Doki Doki Relapse. I've been meaning to get back into it. It's just, you know... I forgot to. So, like... You know... let's see. Last time that we played this, the game, like, crashed or something. And that, like, screwed up the entire stream. Which was, like, really annoying. Because, like... I really wanted to play more of it. And we were getting to, like, the good part. I don't remember exactly where we left off. But if I remember correctly, we finally got with Sayori, I think? Also, today I'm doing something interesting in which I'm doing a vertical stream alongside, you know, the normal stream. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up. But anyway, enough yapping on my part. Let's just get into the game. It's been a minute, so hopefully I still remember everything. Let's just make sure that everything is where it needs to be. Microphone is right there. All right. I low-key don't even remember what we were even doing. We just stopped at like a random point. So we're kind of like in the middle of dialogue. Here, let's look at the history. We say your farewell, started towards our class, couldn't be happier, feeling didn't last too long, party slip, teacher, classroom, stern luck, blah, kissing Sayori, blah, 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 time wizard. Okay. Alright, now that we're caught up, let's get back into it then. I have to suppress a laugh as I think back on my previous self. So much has happened since then. It feels like that was forever ago. Wrapping my mind around the fact that I thought I was a time wizard only 4 days ago proves to be quite hard. Still, I can't really say I've matured all that much. For all I know, I really have gone off the deep end. I once again suppress a laugh and then decide to go do something truly insane. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to pay attention in class today. I turn my confidence towards the teacher as she continues her lecture. And so, you could refer to Mercury as the dead planet. I don't even remember anything about space. It's been a while since I've been in school. Its weak gravity and lack of tectonics prevent it from having an atmosphere. Huh? I stealthily dig my finger into my ear to try and clear up this ringing. Face is what the hell is happening? The dizziness I felt, the dizziness I felt in the bathroom this morning begins to return. God dang it, not here. What am I supposed to do? The light suddenly feels as though it burns my eyes. I try my best not to show any sign of panic, but it's becoming increasingly difficult. I squint at the clock to try and make out the time. Only 10 minutes left. I just have to hold out for 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. Ugh. And that's when the MC dies. I wanted to tell you for a while, but I was scared to. I know. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want you to worry. Are you sure? We don't have to today if... Alright, but can we at least wait until I'm done with classes? I don't want to fall behind again. Okay, and I'll just tell Monica that I have a doctor's appointment. She won't mind if I just miss one day. Thanks. And could you maybe tell Dad for me? I love you too. And I'll call you again when my last class ends. Bye. Huh? Who's she talking to? Is she talking to us? No, she's not talking to us. I slowly pick my head up off the desk and look around the room. Where is everyone? Did they just leave me when the class ended? Great. I slip my notebook into my bag and begin to stand up. Panic overcomes me as I immediately feel nauseous once I'm on my feet. Yeah, that's not a good sign, my friend. I throw my backpack over my shoulder and rush out of the room. Is my microphone on? Yeah, it is. I sprint through the hall towards the restroom. My brain doesn't process it now, but the hallway is completely empty. Hold on, let me just double check. I'd hate to be like streaming and then like... Thanks. And could you maybe tell Dad for me? Okay, so it is working correctly. Alright, I was just wondering. Okay. My brain doesn't process it now, but the hallway is completely empty. Weird. I burst into the restroom and throw open a stall. I proceed to do something very ugly into the toilet. Yeah. This mess continues on and off for a few minutes before I finally start to feel better. By the end, I'm sweaty, my hands are shaking, and my throat burns like hell. Knees weak, palms are sweaty. There's spaghetti on my mom already. What? My attempt to cheer myself up falls flat in all regards. What is happening to me? The migraine, the nosebleed, going colorblind, passing out in the bathroom, and class, and now this? My throat burns even more as I try and swallow my fear. Dang it! Why now? Why does it have to be when I finally manage to get things to go well? I try to clench my fists, but all the muscles in my arm are too fatigued. Maybe I really should go to a doctor about this. Or at the very least tell my parents about it. Even though I lectured Sayori about telling her parents about her depression this morning, this feels different. I put my hand on my forehead to check for a fever, but it's hard to tell with all the sweat. Mom and Dad are 3 hours away on business. I don't want them rushing home just because I might have a virus or the flu or something. It's a little sad to think about, but I've become quite adept at taking care of myself over the years. I'll just go to the drugstore after school and pick up some antibiotics. If Mom calls about it, I'll just tell her I'm not feeling well. I take some time to gather my strength before finally leaving the stall. Aside from some fatigue, purging my system did seem to make me feel quite a bit better. I wash my hands and rinse my mouth at the sink before making my way back into the hall. I check the time on my phone as I leave the bathroom and see that it's already halfway through third period. Dang, how long was I out in class? It really is strange that nobody woke me up. Plus, isn't there supposed to be another class in there after mine ended? My brow furrows as I think about it. It was probably just the teacher's planning period, or my thoughts cease as I hear the door to the girls' bathroom close next to me. I see a familiar figure sneak... hold on, let me read that again. I see a familiar figure as I sneak a glance at who it is. Monica? Huh? Devin? There's an unusual paleness to her that I'm not used to seeing. Is she sick too? Oh, hiya. Hey, I wasn't expecting to run into you out here. Why is she trying to put on a happy face? It's clear she isn't feeling well. Don't tell me you were skipping class. No, I wasn't. I was just... Are you okay, Monica? You look like you're not feeling too well. Thanks. I'm glad you think that I look sick. Hey, that's not what I know. Sorry. I was just feeling a little nauseous in class is all. But I'm fine now. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better. What about you, Devin? You look like you haven't been feeling all that great either. What? Me? Please, I'm the pinnacle of health. Devin. Sorry. I guess I was feeling something similar. And I swear I'm not trying to copy you, but I also feel better now. The news of my improved health doesn't seem to cheer her up. Strange. What was that? Oh, nothing important. I was just thinking about something. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better now. After all, I wouldn't want any of my club members to be sick. Club members, huh? And here I was, thinking that we were friends. I put on a pouty face to try and guilt trip Monica. Well, keep writing good poems and I'm sure you'll make it there eventually. It's clear my conversational skills are still nowhere near her level. Ha ha ha, how clever. But it is a real shame. It just so happens that I only show my poems to my friends, you know? Well, it looks like you're going to have to work fast if you want me to read them so badly. Dang it, how did she get me again? Alright, I give up. Come on, don't tell me that's all you can handle. Shouldn't you be getting class or something? After all, I want to be responsible for the class star's grades to slip. I think I can afford my grades to slip a little bit. You, on the other hand... I will win against this girl one day. I swear so upon my knight's honor. Hey, I'm on your time. I'm just waiting to escort you back to your class. Wouldn't want you getting attacked by any stray books or pencils, you know? Oh my, how could I have forgotten that you were such a gentleman? Well then, shall we be going? After you? As we begin... Oh, hello! DDLC Relapse. Gosh, there are so many DDLC mods I need to catch up on. Glad to see people playing DLC and stuff, though. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this mod a lot. Like, it's got so much personality, and I absolutely love the MC of this mod. Unlike most of the mods that I play, he actually has personality, and I enjoy that a lot. As we begin to make our way down the hall, I begin to feel a little bit anxious. I hope she doesn't put me in a position where I have to tell her about Sayori and me. Not yet, anyway. I'm confident I can ward off any advances until then. Assuming the caveman side of my brain doesn't suddenly decide to take over. Devin? Before we get back to class, can I show you something? Sure. Truth is, I wasn't looking forward to walking in late anyway. It'll only take a second. Monica stops in front of a room that I don't think I've ever been in. She tries the handle, but the door appears to be locked. This doesn't stop her though, as she soon pulls out a set of keys and unlocks it. I guess if there's any student that would have a key to the classroom, it would be her. Once the door is open, we both make our way back inside. Back inside? Oh, it's a piano room! I immediately realize why she would have the keys to this room as I step in. I'm willing to bet that this is where she's been practicing piano. Even though I've never been in here before, it has a strange familiarity to it. I feel relaxed for some reason. Oh nice, it's like 3 AM where I live, so I probably won't stay long, sorry, but nice to meet you. Got any favorite DDLC characters? If you're talking about like the canon characters, Natsuki's gotta be my favorite. I just love how blunt she is. And also, I like that she's the only one that doesn't actually go crazy in the end. But if we're talking about fan characters, what's that one girl with the silver hair? I feel like her name is starts with like a K or something. I don't remember what her name is, but she's my favorite fan character. I feel relaxed for some reason. You can probably guess why I would come in here, huh? I think I have a pretty good idea. I have no idea. I had no blah, 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 blah. I had no idea the band room was on this side of the school, though. It's not, actually. The band room is on the other side of the school, but it's too small to fit everything in it at once. So they store whatever they're not using at the time in here. And well, since the school band can't really use a piano, I'm assuming it spends most of its time in here. Yeah. I can't help but notice Monica seems really candid. Does this room really mean that much to her? I mean, I get that she plays piano in here, but why is she being so shy about it? Well, I mean, I think it's pretty neat. Really? Yeah, a nice cozy room like this. It has an odd peacefulness to it, you know? Ah, yeah, I love Natsuki. I should discover more fan characters. My favorite is Yuri. I love every girl, to be honest. Yeah, I do too. Well, okay. I'm not a huge fan of Yuri. I don't know why. I don't have anything against her per se, but I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of Yuri. Like, there's just something off about her that I just don't like. It doesn't have anything to do with like her like secret or whatever. Also, I've been watching a therapist play DDLC, and I love how he analyzes the girls. I actually did see that video. I didn't watch it, but I saw it on my For You page. Maybe I should watch that. I mean, I've watched so many playthroughs of Doki Doki Literature Club, though. Like, I basically know the game, like, inside and out. So do I really want to watch another 6 hours of the same game, just played by a different person? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm glad that you think that. I feel the same way. I don't really see how you do it, though. If I had the key to an empty classroom, all of my teachers would probably think I had gone missing. You're not insinuating that you would skip class, are you? No. It's more of a statement than an intuition. Looks like I'm going to have to rein you in one of my classroom. Why can't I speak? Looks like I'm going to have to rein in one of my club members. Well, I'm certain that my mother would be thankful if you managed that. I quickly turn my attention away from Monika's glare and begin to explore the room. If Sayori's clumsiness really has worn off on me, this place will be a war zone in a minute. I'm extra careful not to touch or bump into anything. My focus abruptly stops on the piano as we get near it. Much like the room itself, there's something familiar about this piano. My head feels a little foggy as I wipe some of the dust off of it. You saw Brady? Yeah, that dude is cool. He's nice and he really fleshed out the characters. Like, he clocks out some characters with only text, but yeah, I get why it would get long. No, it's not so much as, like, the fact that the game's long. It's just that I've seen so many playthroughs of Doki Doki Literature Club. I saw Jacksepticeye's playthrough, Markiplier's playthrough, the Anime Men's playthrough, Manly Badass Heroes playthrough, Bijou Mike's playthrough. I saw so many playthroughs. I can see this mod was made before the Plus version. Yeah, it's actually a much older mod, but I played it because what I read online was that it was one of the more well-written ones, despite the fact that it's older. Oh, lol, me too. Okay. I don't know, like, if I wanted to play like one of the newer ones, I certainly could. Like, there's this one specific one that I have had my eye on. I don't remember its name though, but it came out like really recent. And I've been wanting to check it out and play it, but I have to finish the series before I do all that. Do you play it all? Huh? Monika's voice quickly snaps me out of my daze. Oh, I played some when I was younger because my mom played piano a lot when she was in school. But as I grew up, I kind of just forgot about it. I can't really say that I was ever all that good at it, though. Devin admitting he isn't good at something. I must be dreaming. Well, it wouldn't be much of a surprise considering how much you already dream about me. Oh, wait. Did I just win? Did I finally beat her? I'm just barely able to withhold my celebration dance. Hold on. Or does she actually have dreams about me? Continuing my trend of copying Monica, my face also turns red. Anyways, I rack my brain to try and find a way to backpedal on this conversation. I think you should really check it out though, because I've seen a lot of playthroughs where the person doesn't pay enough attention to the characters or their story, they just want to see the horror. Yeah, I get that. You know what? I'll think about watching it. Like I said, another 6 hours of my life I have to decide on whether I want to spend more time in the club room or in real life, you know? Or they put tags on characters. I rack my brain to try and find a way to backpedal. I already read that. What about you? Does that extensive talent of yours carry over to the piano as well? Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a talent, but I have been practicing quite a bit lately. I see. Well, while we're here, why don't you play something? Oh, I'm actually working on a piece right now, but I'm not quite finished with it yet. Practicing piano is one thing, but she writes her own music too? What about you, Devin? Watching you play might make me feel more confident. Heh. Geez, again with the bullying? I was only teasing. Although I would be interested to see how much you could play. Well, I know that if I actually try to play something, I'll just embarrass myself. But you get to 1K subs soon. You seem cool. I'm really excited to get to 1K subs. That's actually when I'm doing my face reveal, which I'm actually kind of nervous about because I've never shown my face on any like social media platform ever. On any of the accounts I own. On other people's accounts, I'll show up every once in a while, but like I've kept my face completely off the internet. So the fact that I'm going to be showing it once I hit 1K is going to be kind of nerve-wracking, not going to lie. But you know what? I'm an adult now. I can handle this. I mean, I started this channel when I was 17 and I shortly turned 18 afterwards because I started this in August of last year. So hopefully that goes well. I don't think that I'm ugly by any chance. So hopefully people don't make fun of me. That would be kind of bad. But at the same time, it's like this piano is drawing me in. I'm helping you get to 1K. Ah, sweet, nice. Do I really miss playing it that much, or is this something else? Sighs dramatically. Fine, but only on one condition. You have to keep any constructive criticism to yourself. Understood. I take a seat on the piano bench and try to gather my bearing. Let's see, my middle finger starts here. I could try and play something easy like... My thinking is abruptly stopped by Monica, who takes a seat on the bench next to me. You're 19? No, I'm 18. Sorry, I should have clarified. I started this when I was 17, when I was in April. Sorry, not April. What am I saying? I started this when I was 17 in August last year, 2025. And then I shortly turned 18 in October. And then, you know, now it's June. So I'm still 18. Me sitting here won't make you nervous, will it? Of course it will! No, not at all. This bench isn't very wide to begin with, so having two people sit on it like this... I even feel Monica's leg and shoulder against me as I try to reclaim my focus. Natsuki wasn't wrong about the thigh meat comment. Darn it, Devin! Focus! Like I said, it's been a while since I played. I'm gonna test out some of the keys real quick. I position my fingers according to how I remember being taught when I was a kid. I feel electricity shoot up into my hands as I press down on the keys. What the hell? This time the tingling climbed all the way up my arms. My bad, we only have like a 1 to 2 years of difference. Okay. My head begins to feel heavy as I continue. I have a strange I can't speak. I have a strange sensation going through my body as I play some more notes. It feels like I'm watching the world through my eyes, but I have no control. I continue to watch as my fingers slide across the piano with a fluidity that I'm certain that I don't have. this song. It sounds so familiar. I've once tried to play piano, but like, I just really couldn't get into it. I kind of sucked at it, so I gave up. Where have I heard this before? My head becomes increasingly foggy as I try to think about why I recognize it. I feel as though I could fall asleep as the music continues to play in my ears. Devin! Huh? The world around me seems to slow down as I come to my senses. Sorry, Monica. I guess I was just kind of absorbed by my playing. Devin, where do you learn to play that? Did I do something weird while I was playing? She looks like she's seen another ghost. Heh. Well, I'm not really sure. It just came to me. It was probably something my mom taught me when I was a kid that I had forgotten about. I scratched my neck as I nervously try to continue my excuse. He did that anime voice, scratched the back of the neck, like, I'm such a nervous boy. Ah, gosh. Believe me, I didn't expect to be able to play something like that either. Guess I didn't want to outshine me too much. Most of the time I'm too lazy to play, but I find myself playing Pokemon OSTs sometimes. Oh, nice. My nervous laughter doesn't seem to put Monica at ease. I see. Something your mother taught you when you were young. My heart starts to beat faster as I notice Monica begin to take shallow breaths. Yeah. It seems I retain more than I thought. I'm hoping it's just my imagination, but I swear I can feel her shoulder and leg pressing into me more. Dang it, this isn't good. Oh no, Monica must be like, oh no, the song I made for the player, shoot. Yeah, pretty much. I have to think about Sayori, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt Monica's feelings. You know, we've been in here for quite a while. We should probably head back to our classes. I begin to stand up for the bench, but before I can put any distance between us, Monica grabs me by the wrist. Devin, it's alright if you're with Sayori. Uh-huh? How'd she know about that? Surely, Sayori didn't say anything to her. Monica lets out a weak laugh that makes me feel like I just watched a puppy get kicked. Oof. I'm glad that you're happy. Really. But would you... maybe... The grip on my wrist tightens as she tries to find the right words. Before she's given the chance, I retake my seat on the bench next to her. Of course. We are club members after all. And here I was thinking that we were friends. Okay, I think we're going to go to sleep. The mod seems nice though. Glad to have met you. I don't know what time it is for you, but good day to you. It's like 9 at night for me, so it is night, but not that late. Anyway, have a good rest, and thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Later. Also, I do hope to see you around again. Well, maybe once you're able to match me on the piano. I smile at Monica, who seems to ease up a little bit this time. We continue to sit for a period of time that I cannot determine. It's mostly quiet at first, but we soon find ourselves talking about various subjects. It's not quite what I would expect after the somber exchange that just happened between us. But it appears to improve Monica's mood, so I go along with it. We jump from talking about literature, to philosophy, to music. Alright, bye! It feels like I'm having a conversation with a very confident and much less boring encyclopedia. We occasionally even take turns playing random snippets of music on the piano. Luckily, I don't lose control over my hands or arms this time, which also means I'm quite bad at it. I'm still a little on the brink of... Hey, let me finish reading that! I'm still a little on the brink of liking rap music, but if you break it down, it's a lot like poet... Ring, ring, ring! Huh? Wait, was that the lunch bell? Monica pulls out her phone and proceeds to check the time. Looks like we might have gotten a little carried away, huh? Have we really been here for 2 whole periods? We? If we get in trouble, I'm saying this whole thing was your idea. I flashed Monica a cheeky smile to show her that I'm joking. To think that you would throw a poor girl like me under the bus. I guess chivalry really is dead. Yep, dead as Zed. Zed? Oh, sorry. It's a quote from a popular movie. It's about Pulp Fiction, right? Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I don't get pulp culture. I don't get pop culture. Hey! To be fair, you did play dumb. I throw my backpack over my shoulders and get ahead to the door with Monica in tow. Although I probably had plenty of time to learn not to underestimate you. Hey, it's alright. After all, not everyone can be a fast learner. I'm glad to see Monica returning to her usual self like this. I really hope she's actually okay with me and Sayori being together. I'm more than happy to be a friend with her when she needs one, but that's all I can be. Once we exit the room, we both begin to walk in opposite directions. Aren't you going to lunch? Actually, I have first lunch. Wait, so we sat through your lunch period? Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm sure I can find time to eat during class. Eating lunch during class, huh? Must be nice to be Miss Class Star. My cheeky smile returns for a sequel, as they say. I'm assuming you're already aware that I hate being called that. Perfectly so. I have to pay you back somehow for all the bullying. If by bullying you mean beating you at wordplay, then I can understand why you'd want payback. Anyway, sorry again for making you miss lunch. But if you want me to pick you something up from the cafeteria, I'd be happy to. Thanks, but that's alright. I packed my own, so I should be fine. In that case, I bid you farewell. And I look forward to seeing you in the club later. Yep, see you then. It looks like Monica stopped herself from saying something else. As we begin to go our separate ways, I can't help but feel a little guilty. First I turn her down, and then she misses lunch because of me. Still, it seems like we both enjoy talking to each other. I just hope that's enough. I power walk into the courtyard and towards the cafeteria. I wonder how much time I'll have to eat. I pull out my phone and get a little scared by what I see. New message from Yuri. I'm sure it's fine. Hello. I was wondering if you could meet me for lunch. Man, it's one thing after another today, isn't it? Sure. Are you in the cafeteria already? As I send this, I realize I have no idea we had the same lunch. I knew me and Sayori didn't, and now I know about Monica too. I wonder if Natsuki does. Natsuki! I wonder if Natsuki does or not. Actually, I'm in class 201. Would it be okay if we met there? 201. That's the floor directly that's the floor directly below the club room. That's also nowhere near the cafeteria. Sorry, stomach. Yep, I'll be there in just a second. Thank you. Man, I should really tell her she doesn't have to be so proper when she texts me. I make a 90-degree turn and begin my hungry journey towards classroom 201. It may be because of my new sense of confidence, but it doesn't cross my mind that Yuri could try and ravage me when I get there. After more power walking and realizing cardio isn't for me, I arrive at 201. Yo, Yuri. Hello, Devin. I'm glad you could make it. Sorry about making you come all this way. Don't worry about it. I did say be around whenever you need me, right? Yes, you did. Thanks again. I don't deserve all your kindness. That's alright, because I don't deserve to have a friend as nice as you. So I guess that makes it even. I suppose so. I can't speak today. I grab the desk next to her and immediately assert my dominance over it. So, what's going on? Is everything okay? Oh, yeah. I actually asked you to come over to show you this. I feel my stomach tighten a tad as she begins to pull up her sleeve. I did this after you left yesterday. I thought it might comfort you to see it. She's not wrong about that. I do feel some of my stress melts away as I look at the bandages. I'm really proud of you, Yuri. Honestly. Seeing this makes me really happy. Yuri looks content as she begins to roll her sleeve back down. I'm glad to hear you say that. It's good that... Oh, sorry. It's good that you've taken care of the cuts, but... Have you had the, urge to do it again since you managed it? Yuri thinks over what she's about to say, but I already have a pretty good idea of her answer. Admittedly, I have. But think about the things you said to me yesterday. It helps. Is it a bad thing that my face is red right now? Well, I would be pretty crappy at being your friend if I didn't. Sorry, everyone. And remember, I'm more than happy to help whatever you need it. Thanks again, Devin. Oh, and would you care to eat with me while you're here? It's obvious that she wants me to. I can sit with you. But I didn't bring any lunch, and I never got around to going into the cafeteria. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to miss lunch. Don't worry about it. I had a pretty big breakfast anyway. I feel my stomach rumble in direct defiance to what I just said. It's too bad that I lost it all about an hour and a half ago. Here, maybe we could share mine. Really? It's alright. My hunger forces my mouth closed as Yuri pulls out her lunch. It's a stainless steel bento box full of rice, bits of grilled chicken, and steamed vegetables. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. Dang, if she's the one who cooked this, somebody better wife this girl up. I usually don't eat it all anyways, so I don't mind sharing it if you want some. Well, I guess it would be pretty rude of me to turn down such a nice offer. Oh, but I don't have anything to eat with. Here, I have an extra pair of chopsticks you can use. Chopsticks? Dang. The only weakness in my westernized upbringing. Is everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. It's just that I don't really use chopsticks all that much. But I'm sure I can manage. She hands me a pair of chopsticks that I proceed to fumble around with for a while. As we're eating, some paranoia decides to pop up. I wonder what Sayori would think if she walked by and saw us like this. Even though I know that's unlikely to happen, I still put a little bit more distance between Yuri and me. We continue eating for a while, stopping only when she giggles at my poor handling of chopsticks. Ring ring, ring ring! Huh? Well, that was fast. I begin to stand up as Yuri closes and puts away her bento box. Thank you for the lunch. I do my most Japanese bow as I say this. I'm glad that you liked it. As I make my way to the door, I notice that Yuri is staying seated. Aren't you going to head to class now? Oh, actually this is my class. When I learned that it was empty during second lunch, I began staying in here. I see. Well, hey, maybe I could start joining you for lunch more often then. That would be nice. Well, sounds like a plan to me. Oh, and I guess I'll be seeing you in the club later. Yeah. See you then. Hold on, gotta crack my neck. Ah! Ah! Ah, my neck. Ah! Gosh. Even though I had a good time eating lunch with Yuri, I decided to school myself anyway. I need to be more careful about the way I act with her. I don't want to make things any worse for her when she eventually learns about me and Sayori. She's already got enough on her plate as it is. No pun intended. The rest of my class goes by fairly normally, though the number of somber exchanges I've had today has actually exhausted me a bit. Once the final bell has rung, I decide to pass through the courtyard on my way to the club. Even though it actually takes longer, I figure some vitamin D might wake me up a bit. Fate seems to have other ideas. Fate seems to have other ideas as I spot a coral-headed girl walking towards me. Devin! Ah! Sorry proceeds to squeeze all the air out of my lungs as she hugs me. It's good to see you too, Sayori. I think I'm blacking out now. Sorry about that. Hold on. What was her voice again? Sorry about that. I'm just a little bit nervous. I take a second to regain all my lost oxygen before I begin speaking. Nervous? About what? I told my mom earlier about my... Man, she works fast. I didn't expect her to tell her parents so soon after we talked about it. That's wonderful, Sayori. I'm glad to hear it. Oh wait, why are you nervous? My mom made me a doctor's appointment for after school. She's on her way right now to pick me up. I feel even more weight lifted off my shoulders as I hear her say this. Well, I know you think doctors are spooky and all, but I'm really glad that you're going to see one. This may come as a surprise, but it turns out I'm not actually a medical professional. You're not? I had no idea. I know, I would be surprised too. Our laugh is interrupted by the sound of a ringtone going off. Sayori pulls her phone out and reads over the message. My mom is waiting out in front. I guess I'll talk to you later. Alright, and if you need anything, I'll be more than happy to help. Thanks, Devin. Oh, and one more thing before you go. I glance around to see if anyone's looking before leaning in and pecking Sayori on the lips. That one's for good luck. I smile at her as the color of her face deepens. I'll tell you how it goes when I get back, alright? I'm looking forward to hear from you. Devin. After another quick hug, Sayori begins making her way towards the school entrance. I'm tempted to ask if she wants to go with me, but decide that's probably not a good idea. I think I'll leave this one to the doctors. Plus, her mom would likely feel hurt if she found out that I knew about Sayori before she did. I continue making my way to the club room. The club room. Really? Come on, really, bro? I made my way to the club room with a big dumb grin on my face. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? All eyes land on me as I enter the club room. Look who finally decided to show up. And here we were all thinking you chickened out because of the festival. That's not true. We weren't saying that at all. It's alright, and I'm sorry that I was late, everyone. You see, I ran into this old lady who needed help crossing the street, and I guess I just lost track of time. The perfect lie. Thanks, Kakashi. No one would ever dare question the assistance of an elderly person. Nice try. Wait. You didn't happen to lose Sayori while you were out helping old people, did you? I figured she wouldn't miss the day we went over festival plans. I was wondering where she was as well. I was wondering where she was as well. Right, now that everyone's here, I suppose I should tell you. Sayori had a doctor's appointment today, so she had to miss the club. And don't worry, we've already gone over what we'll be doing for the festival, so she won't be behind. A doctor's appointment? I hope everything's okay. First Yuri and now Sayori. Y'all better not get me sick. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I ran to her earlier on the way to the club. She looks fine, and she told me that it was just a checkup. Well, I'm sure she didn't drag you in with... Hold on. I'm surprised she didn't drag you in with her, given how scared she is of doctors. Letting her go all alone like that, some best friend you are. Even though I know she's joking, hearing that actually does hurt me a little. Natsuki. Huh? Take it easy. I was just kidding. I guess some of my worry leaked through the surface. Don't worry, I knew you were only kidding. I was just thinking of something is all. You're still a bad liar. Now that everything has been cleared up, I figured we'd go over festival plans detailing after we share poems. So you all had some time to read or write if you want to. And with that, everyone returned to their usual positions. I set my bag down at the desk within the front row and tried to decide whether to talk to Monica or Yuri. Come on, bro. Please spend some time with Natsuki. Please. Doing her voice kills me, but I love please spend time with Natsuki. Please. However, even though I didn't know it was an answer choice, it looks like I'm going with C. Yes! All right. There we go. Seriously though, her voice really does kill me. Like, it hurts so much to do a Natsuki voice. Hey. Oh. Hey Natsuki. What's up? Listen, about what I said earlier. It's alright, really. I know that you didn't mean it. Why won't you just let me say that I'm sorry? Because you don't need to? Honestly, I'm a little concerned about Sayori, even though I know she'll be fine. I'm not heartbroken over my decision to not go with her. Well, good, because I didn't even feel like apologizing anyway. Wait, so you're actually going to go with her? Well, it had crossed my mind to do so, but I wouldn't have been able to help at all. Heh, well that's for sure. Knowing you would have just made things worse. Thanks, Natsuki. Your words of encouragement are truly helpful. How did I ever get so lucky to have such a delicate and caring friend? Heh, keep up the sarcasm and I'll show you just how delicate and caring I really am. Natsuki points a clenched fist at my chest to reinforce her point. Understood. Now that her apology is out of the way, I expect her to head back to the closet. But she seems hesitant for some reason. Is something wrong? What did you and Yuri talk about yesterday? Huh? Isn't that kind of personal? Plus, I thought she was okay with the idea of me and Yuri being friends. Or being together. Well... You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I get it. It's just that ever since you left yesterday, Yuri's just been acting different. Different? Not in a bad way, but... When I asked her about it, she wouldn't tell me anything. Yuri's a private person in general, but she's never had a problem sharing things with me since we've been friends. And so I'm a little pissed that you changed that. Dang, wasn't expecting her to be mad about it. Man, why have I been so crappy? Why have I been so bad at handling Natsuki for at least recently? Sorry. I'm not mad. I just don't like being closed out by her. I'm a little thrown off by how sincere she's being right now. It took me almost a full week of appealing to her to get her to talk like this. But now she's doing it just because Yuri didn't answer a question? I haven't really given it much thought, but I never realized just how close those two actually were. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It wasn't my intention for her to make you feel shut out. But when you say that she's been acting different, what exactly do you mean? Well, just look at her. I glance at Yuri, who's happily reading her book. Something seems off, though. I don't think I've ever seen her smile while reading alone before. Still, maybe she's just really enjoying the book. It's not the book. She's told me something about it earlier, and it's not something you would smile at while reading. I'm a little confused, Natsuki. Are you upset because Yuri's been happy? Of course not, Of course not, dummy. I just don't like not being told things. I gotta understand that, Natsuki. I hate not knowing things as well. I wonder if this is because of her low confidence. The anger I feel whenever I see Natsuki being upset begins to return. Does her dad keep things from her? Does he lie to her? Dang it, why do I immediately need to jump to everything being her dad's fault? Listen, Natsuki. I was just helping Yuri with something, that's all. I'm sorry that I can't exactly tell you what it is, but I'm sure she'll open up to you about it eventually. Was it? Natsuki's voice breaks as she tries to speak. Was it about the cuts? I feel a shiver as I just barely managed to hear what she said. So she did know. Crap, this really isn't the place to talk about this. I glanced at both Monica and Yuri, both of whom were absorbed in their own thing. Natsuki, So you did know. I'm not going to get anywhere if I keep trying to dodge the question. But at the same time, it's not really my place to speak about these things. Yeah, I knew about her cuts. I found out yesterday, and that's the reason I went over to her house. That's what we were discussing when we got into the other room. Pathetic. Huh? You've only known her for a few days, but you managed to help her more than I could? I wanted to say something, but Natsuki barely managed to speak through her sobs. I was too scared. I'm just... Sob. Pathetic. It's like I can feel my heart breaking as I watch her cry. I know it might make things harder for me soon, but I do the only thing I can think of. I wrap my arms around her and hold her tightly. You're not pathetic, Natsuki. Don't ever think that you are. You've been a friend to her for much longer than I have. I'm sure you mean a lot to her. For the second time today, I feel a cold spot on my chest as tears seep through my uniform. Just because you didn't confront her, that doesn't mean you aren't helping. I'm still counting on you to be there for her, you know? Her voice barely manages to squeak out. I glance up and see that we've grabbed the attention of both Why was I about to say Monokuma? I swear I've played way too much Danganronpa recently. I genuinely was about to say that I grabbed the attention of Monokuma. Imagine that though, like, the MC and Natsuki are just, you know, having an emotional moment, and then Monokuma's like, it's time for the ultimate punishment for the ultimate gooner! And then I get executed by, like, having my balls cut off or something. Well, what a way to go. I've played too much Danganronpa recently. Of both Monica and Yuri. This will be fun to explain. Even though I don't look forward to discussing why Natsuki is crying on me, I don't let up on trying to comfort her. After her cries begin to subside, she begins to pull away. You can stop now, perv. I grin at her as she insults me. Is everything alright? Well... Yuri, can I talk to you in the hall for a second? Dang it, she's going to tell her that I blabbed about her cuts? Of course, Natsuki. It's obvious to me that after what just happened, Natsuki is going to bring up Yuri's cutting. Even though I'm a little scared of how Yuri will react, I'm also kind of happy. If Natsuki is able to help her too, I won't have to worry as much about it. Not that I mind helping. I lean up against the teacher's desk and stare out the window. It sure is nice out today. Before I manage to zone out too much, Monica approaches me. I'm gonna get... Whoa, what? I'm gonna guess you probably want to know what just happened. Before I have time to finish, Monica wraps her arms around me. Man, there sure has been a lot of hugging going on today. Hey, don't tell me you're going to start crying on me too. Actually, I was scared you were going to be the one to start crying. Even after an exchange like that, she still managed to fit in something clever. Please, real men don't cry. That's not what Sayori told me. Wait, she told you about that? Nope. But you just did. Moving on. If it wasn't a cry on me, what was the hug for? Oh, I just wanted to thank you, is all. Thank me? Well, that's the first time I've ever been thanked for making someone cry. I'm serious. Ever since you joined the club, you've been helping us. You convinced Sayori to go to the doctor. You helped Yuri with her cutting. You've cared about Natsuki and me. Wait, did Monica know about Yuri and Sayori? I guess I shouldn't be surprised with how smart she is. But still, to think that she knew about them. Sayori... She's really lucky to have someone like you. Monica. Before I get the chance, I hear the classroom door open behind me. Hey, Devin! Thanks! Huh? Oh. You're welcome, Natsuki. Ugh! I'm cut off by Natsuki's fist hitting me square in the chest. Ow! What was that for? I didn't want you getting a big head over it. You could have just not thanked me. That's alright. I just wanted to do this more. Even though my chest hurts now, I'm glad to see that Natsuki has cheered up. Are you alright, Devin? I think I'll survive. Only because I held back. Seeing all the girls acting relatively normal puts some of my worries to rest. I still hope that Monica really is okay with Sayori and me. Well, now that everyone is settled back in, why don't we all go ahead and share poems? All three of the girls go to retrieve their poems. I once again pull my folder out of my bag and flip through the papers. I stop and look at the one I wrote for Sayori as I do. Maybe I'll get around to showing all four in one day eventually. Whom should I show my poem to? I want to talk to Natsuki again because I absolutely... adore Natsuki. So obviously I'm going to choose Natsuki. Hiya! Oh, hey Devin. I'm glad to see she's in a good mood. I'm tempted to ask how she's holding up, but she'd probably just punch me again. You know, today might be the last day that we share poems. So, yours better be the best one yet. You say that like you were expecting it not to be. I am the master, after all. Guess I can't argue with that. Here, to spare my confidence, you can read mine first. I pull my poem out of the folder and hand it to Natsuki. The end. I'm almost at the end, yet I can't shake the smile. As her glassy eyes see me, just for a while. The summer's warmth hot on her cheeks. A warmth I didn't know I was chasing for so many weeks. What once was a fantasy has now become real. A quiet peace that we can both feel. But I can't help but notice my path's at its end. And yet I'm willing to cross the line. Hey! You didn't do it! And yet I'm willing to cross the line, because I knew that as I descend, her light can continue to shine. Yeah. That's a good sign. Do all of your poems have to be so depressing? I'd blame it on Yuri, but even your first one was like this. Huh? I'm flattered that you still remember my first work. I had no idea it had left such an impact. Yeah, right. In your dreams. You're the one practically kissing the ground that I walked on after reading my first poem. I guess you got me on that one. I'm afraid you might end up worshipping me after reading my next one. I'll try and show some restraint. No promises, though. Oh, it's the beach. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint path, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Huh. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that it isn't the lovey-dovey one from before. That said, it's still a pretty good poem. So, how does this work? Huh? Well, I've never worshipped someone before, so I'm not exactly sure about the process. Am I supposed to get down on my knees and bow, or... Heh, I should have known. Seriously though, this poem was really good. It will be kind of a bummer if we stop sharing them next week. We could just ask Monica to keep going. I doubt she'd say no. You're right about that. She did seem to enjoy it quite a bit. Plus, it would give you time to write poems that aren't so darn depressing. As I pack up and begin to leave, Natsuki stops me. Hey, Devin. One last thing. If you tell anyone I cried on you like that, I'll break every bone in your body. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Whom should I show my poem to? Yuri. Hey, Yuri. Hello again, Devin. I look forward to seeing what you've written for today. Thanks, but before we share, I wanted to say that I'm sorry. Sorry for what? I kind of told Natsuki about what we talked about yesterday. Oh, about that. You don't have to worry about it, Devin. She told me she already knew about my habit. It may sound odd, but I'm kind of relieved that she now knows. I'm glad to hear that you're okay with it. I would have felt bad if I had put you in a position you were uncomfortable with. It means a lot to me that you care so much. Well, what can I say? I am a gentleman after all. I find myself smiling at Yuri as I say this. Well then, who should share first? Here, I'll take a shot at it. I pull my poem out of the folder and hand it to her. Clarity. The mirror no longer shows me, but a portrait of my past. When time passing once led to a brighter future, now serves as little more than agonizing descent. Insight that once served as a path to atonement, now shows only futility and damnation. Where death was once the bitter end to my journey, is now a luxury I can only desire. To save others from the wrath of a cruel world, one must relinquish their essence to the wind, to the void, and be forever forgotten. Devin, this is... I don't have time to guess whether Yuri likes my poem or not. It's even better than your first. Well, I guess practice makes perfect. I'll admit that after reading your first poem, I thought it was just a stroke of luck. Sorry about that. It's no problem. I honestly thought something pretty similar. But after reading this one, dread, the loss, the self-sacrifice. Dang, the more she talks about it, the more it sounds like a nightmare. Looks like I might have some demons that need exercising too. It makes me regret not coming to the club to see what you wrote yesterday. I wouldn't worry about that too much if I were you. The one I wrote yesterday was different, to put lightly. I'm sure that was still good. You give me too much credit. After all, I thought you were supposed to be the master poet around here. I wouldn't say that. Amazing writing skills and modesty to match it. Are you sure you're not just saying these things to be nice? Of course not. I really do. Yuri catches herself being baited for the second time since I met her. I really do enjoy your writing, you know. Are you sure? I'm still a little unclear on where you stand on that. I'm glad to see the progress that Yuri has made in being able to understand when someone is joking. Actually, now that you mention it, maybe I have been jumping to conclusions. Oh, is that so? Well, it looks like these feelings of mine are going to remain broken after all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just trying to say something. You fool! Yuri's innocence really is something that should be preserved in a museum. Don't worry, I knew that you were joking. Oh, I see. I think I might need to work on it a bit more. You're going to have to if you ever plan on reclaiming the title of Bull Goose Looney. Oh, and I guess I should probably read your poem at some point too, huh? Right, here you go. Beach. Another beach one. A marvel millions of years in the making. When the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One where one can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at the foundations while you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, or my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. I really like it. Seeing your normal style branch out to a topic like this is really interesting. You really think so? Yeah, it's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yuri has no clue why I'm smiling so hard right now. I'm glad to hear that. It was actually Natsuki's idea, though. She brought it up when we were eating dinner last night. And I'll admit, it was kind of pleasant to write about a topic that I don't usually touch on. Well, keep up the good work. If we continue sharing poems like this next week, or even if we don't, I'm excited to see what else you write. Thank you. Clume Studio showed my poem to Monica. Hi, Devin. Hey, Monica. It's clear that something is bothering her, and I have a pretty good idea of what it is. But what can I do about it? I already told her that I'd be her friend and talk to her whenever she wants. It's not like I can break up with Sayori just to make her feel better. Monica? Sorry, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something, that's all. Right. Well, here, I think this one turned out pretty good. I pull out the poem I wrote for Monica and hand it to her. Curtains close. I simply exist in the void, with darkness as my solace. All sensations have long since been forgotten. As I continue to drift, I feel something foreign. The warmth of another. The touch of someone once familiar. As I open my eyes, I once again see light. I see her smiling and feel her shine. Even though the blinds are gone, I no longer see outside. In its place, I see only hope. Hope that this speck of dust may once again have purpose. Yet even though the light continues to shine, I can still only hear a tune. The soundtrack to my life. Slowly coming to a close. As she reads my poem, I hope that she stays true to what she said yesterday. At least Sayori isn't here to see her do anything that could be misconstrued. Devin. I'll be right back. Monica, wait. Before I can stop her, Monica walks away and heads out of the class. Dang it! What was that about? Is she alright? Yeah, she's fine. I'm just gonna go talk to her real quick. I make a break for the door as Yuri and Natsuki stand in stupor. I step outside just in time to see Monica turn the corner. Stop. I lightly sprint down the hall after her. What the heck am I even going to say to her? I round the corner and immediately see... Monica? I'm sorry. I thought it would be okay if I just talked to you. But I'm not. How could I be? I've waited for so long for someone like you to show up. But even like this, you still chose her. Why? Why won't it end? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm petrified as I watch Monica cry in front of me. I once again find myself embracing a crying girl. Stop. This isn't... Even though she says this, Monica puts up no resistance to my hug. I begin to panic a little as she cries into my shoulder. What am I supposed to say to her? Did reading my poem push her over the edge? And if so, why? What does she mean by she just wants it to end? I feel dizzy as my thoughts race around my head at a mile a minute. Monica, I'm speechless. Dang it. I continue to hold her until her crying begins to settle down. She pulls away from me once she's regained some of her composure. How? How did you do it? I struggle to hear as she's practically whispering. How are you not scared? After everything you've seen. What? I feel a sharp throbbing pain in my head as she says this. You've seen what happens to her. Aren't you scared that you really can't change things? Hello! Hi, Mom. How are you doing? She knows. She knows about me reliving this week. That's how she knew about Sayori's depression, but how? Did the same thing happen to her? Then why is she upset that I'm with Sayori? Why won't it end? My head continues to hurt as I try wrapping around why Monica would say that. Has she done this more than once? But how? What the heck is going on? I feel like I'm about to have a mental breakdown. The sharp head pain continues as I'm on the verge of blacking out. What's going on? What is all this? Monica. Sorry. This is kind of new to me. You're the one from before. The one who asked if I felt trapped. How? What? I'm sorry about before. That outburst was something I wish I hadn't done. I couldn't sit back and just watch this time. Not with the potential harm that could have caused Devin... us. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up, so I'll try to explain quickly. I've briefed Monica as fast as I can about what I am and how I've helped Devin. There's a lot to go through, so I end up skipping a lot of details in favor of saving time. What's going on? I don't even know what's going on. I'm confused here. There's no doubt she's more confused now than when I first spoke to her. I see. An obvious lie. But why? Why do you still try to change things? What if... Monica chokes on her words before she can get them out. Monica, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm terrified that what we're doing might not change anything. He won't admit it, but deep down, Devin is too. But this might be our only chance to fix things. I don't know if we'll be able to survive another reset. I don't know if the game won't just reset anyways once it reaches the end of the script. I could write a whole book over all the things that I don't know. But I do know one thing. There's no chance at all of anything being different if we just sit back and do nothing. I know that you hated being alone in this world, and it made you do things that you're not proud of. It's alright. I'm not mad at you for what you did. I can't say it was right, but who's to say I wouldn't have done the same in your position? But you're not alone now. You don't have to feel that way anymore. Even though it's not in a romantic way, Devin still loves you. Seeing you sad or feeling hurt tears him up inside. He truly does care about you. But she's not even... Think about it, Monica. Even though it's not in their scripts, the girls still manage to reply and behave differently around Devin. I'm not sure how it works, but I think he has the ability to give the girls their own freedom. So while Sayori may not be sentient, her behavior is just as real as yours and mine. Monica isn't being convinced easily, and I can feel my control beginning to taper off. Listen, player. Oh, okay, breaking the fourth wall here. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to try and do something drastic. If it doesn't work, well, I'm glad I got to meet... Please. Please don't leave me alone anymore. Maka grabs my hand and squeezes tightly. I can't anymore. Not again. Her voice barely squeaks out between her sobs. My panic begins to increase as I start to feel lightheaded. Monica, please just give Devin a chance. Your banter and charm are some of the only things keeping him together right now. He's gone through so much heartache that just so you'd be happy. I want to. But how? I already said. Don't worry, I can try and reverse that damage. But before I do, I need to know that you really are okay with this. I may not be able to pull a stunt like this a second time for quite a while. Please, Monica, decide faster. At this rate, I might have no choice but to... Alright. But could you tell him to maybe spend more time with me? Heh. Believe me, I don't think I'll have to try. So what are you gonna do? Well, if it works, this... What? Hello? I suddenly feel as though all the light in the room decides to pierce my eyes. This is... pretty good, huh? I try to hide the fact that my eyes were basically just toasted. I really am a master poet after all. Huh? Oh, the poem. Monica looks down at the poem I wrote as if she forgot she was holding it. Did it throw her off that much? Wait, doesn't this all seem familiar? Even though I've been reliving the same week over again, this deja vu feels different. I liked your poem a lot, Devin. You've really improved over the course of the last few days. Well, thanks, Monica. It's only because I've been reading poems like yours that I'm cut short as I feel something warm start to run down my face. Devin, your nose is... I once again put my fingers up to my face to find that my nose is bleeding. This crap again? It was cool the first time, but this is a bit much. Here, I have something for that. Monica makes her way over to her bag as I just stand there. I'm making a break for her if she brings back a tampon. Here, this should help. To my relief, Monica reveals that she's only holding a few tissues. I feel a little embarrassed as I take them and begin dabbing at my nose. Thanks, I appreciate it. It's no problem. After all, I wouldn't want you kicking the bucket before reading my poem. For some reason, I feel incredibly relieved as I hear her say this. Me, kicking the bucket? Please. My body is so healthy that if it has too much blood and has to get rid of it. If anything, it's a sign that my lifespan has increased. Are you sure about that, my friend? I find myself smiling as I watch her giggle. I don't know what it is, but there really is something special about this girl. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go wash my hands. And I look forward to reading your poem when I get back. I feel the odd sense of deja vu intensify as I walk towards the door. Weird. That was interesting. As Devin leaves the room, I feel increasingly torn about what just happened. I struggle to try and make sense of everything I learned. So he doesn't know what all this is, but something inside him does. Not only that, but the one inside him can also alter the code as well. To rewind for that long? It must have taken a pretty heavy toll on him. The wincing when it ends and then his nose bleeding. I'm scared to think about how badly doing that must have hurt. Maybe he was right about Sayori and the others. I never thought about trying to change them without altering the code. I feel anger towards myself for being so blinded by my own jealousy. As long as he's around. As long as I have someone to talk to. But every time we talk, I just want him more. My heart begins to beat faster as I think about all the time I spent with him over the last few days. Am I really okay with just being like this? I told him I was, but now that we're back to where we were. Is everything alright, Monica? We saw Devin leave and you looked like something was bothering you. Ha! Don't tell me he hated your poem that much. Natsuki. Huh? Oh. Don't worry, everything is fine. Devin's nose started bleeding, so he went to the bathroom to clean it up. And I guess I was just spacing out. A nosebleed? Is he okay? Gross. We let a boy in the club and repays us by bleeding everywhere. Natsuki? Aren't you worried if he's okay or not? Heh, should I be? He's always walking around like he's so macho. Maybe this will open up his eyes a little bit. As Yuri and Natsuki continue their argument, I can't help but wonder, do they feel the same way as me? How will they react when they find out he's with Sayori? Even though it feels like my world has been flipped upside down, I find myself smiling at these girls. I really do care about them, even if they are just lines of code. I wish I could tell everyone just how sorry I am. I really do want things to change, even if I can't be with him. Huh. As I re-enter the club room, I see all the girls huddled together. It looks like Natsuki and Yuri are arguing while Monica just stares at them dreamily. Man, I can't leave a bunch of you alone for 1 second without things falling apart, can I? See, I told you he'd be fine. Don't tell me you were worried about me, were you, Natsuki? Yeah, right. In your dreams. I'm glad to see that you're feeling okay, Devin. Please, it'll take a lot more than a nosebleed to bring me down. Looks like it didn't bring down your ego either. I scratched my neck as I failed to think of something clever to retaliate with. Well, I guess you got me on that one. What's this? Is the mighty Devin finally accepting defeat? Man, you too, Yuri? Come on, Monica, help me out. Alright, girls, that's enough. You all know how sensitive Devin can be. Why did I sound like I did the Peter Griffin laugh? Even though all the girls are laughing at my expense, I don't feel bad or embarrassed. In fact, seeing them all like this actually makes me really happy. Fine. I'll let you have this one. But be forewarned. This means I'll have to get you all back sometime soon. Ooh, a tough guy threatening a bunch of girls. But I think our chances are still pretty good. I look forward to see what you try and do, Devin. Assuming we don't intimidate you too much. Just try not to hurt yourself, will ya? It would be a shame if someone else had to miss a club meeting. Say what you want to now. But you're only winning because I'm outnumbered, so don't forget that. The girls continue to pick on me until Monica realizes what time it is. Okay, everyone. I want to discuss the plans for the festival while we still have some time left. I actually meant to bring it up yesterday, but I got distracted. It's pretty to say that I was that distraction. I didn't even realize you hadn't told them about the presenting. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put this. I can't speak. Holy. It's not like we can put together something good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Oh, don't worry about it so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? You won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? But as Monica begins to try and convince the girls, I feel my phone going off in my pocket. I very slyly slip it out just at the top to see who it is. Incoming call, Sayori. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but this call is an emergency. You can keep explaining, Monica, I'll be quick. Before any of them have time to object, I make my way towards the door. Hello? Hi, Devin! My nerves settle as I hear Sayori's cheery tone. Hey, Sayori. How did things go? Well, I guess everything went fine, but I was going to explain that to you later. Later? Yeah, I was just calling to ask if you were doing anything after the club meeting. Well, I was going to head into town to pick up some stuff, but that shouldn't take too long, and then I'm free for the rest of the night. Oh, well, I was wondering, would it be okay if I came over when you got home? Yeah, I'm fine with that, but what about your parents? I figured that after what you told them, they'd want to spend more time with you. Oh, well, they do. I told them I wanted to tell you, and that spending time with you makes me happy. I can feel Sayori blushing through the phone. Well, alright, if it's fine with them, I'll be happy to have you over. I'll text you when I get back home from town, alright? Sounds good. And Devin, thanks. Well, it's no problem, Sayori. And I'll see you later, okay? Right. See ya. I can feel myself blushing as I end the call. Sayori's been to my house at least 100 times over the last few years. So why do I feel so nervous now? Probably because this is the first time she's come to your house as your girlfriend? Probably? Maybe? Also, I just noticed, why the heck are there windows on the floor? I just noticed that. Why the heck are there windows on the floor? That doesn't make any sense. What the heck? Why would you put windows on the ground? Huh. I just noticed that. I think this to myself even though I know I think this to myself even though I know the answer. I shake off the jitters and head back into the classroom. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't look like I missed much. Not that I really could have anyways. Devin, you're back. It looks like Monica is having a hard time convincing the girls. Devin? I hope that everything is alright. Alright? Please, I bet you just made up an excuse so they wouldn't have to help with the festival. Actually, judging by the look on your faces when I walked in, it seems like I'm the only one who's willing to help with the festival. That's not... It's just... Come on, you guys. Natsuki, you're not gonna let the newest member of the club outshine you in front of everyone, are you? Ha! Of course not! And Yuri, you don't want to keep those poems of yours to yourself forever, do you? Actually, I would be quite fine with that. Oh yeah, I forgot I was talking to Yuri. Come on, don't say you don't enjoy sharing your writing with everyone during the club. Well, except maybe Natsuki. Hey! I wink at Natsuki to calm her down. I do, but it's different with all of you. You're not strangers. I can see the anxiety building up inside of her as she thinks about having to present in front of a crowd. Well, maybe not anymore. But the first day we shared poems, that's basically what I was. And just look at us now. Not that I'm saying you should go off and make friends with everyone who sees you present. Especially not if they're better looking than me. I see Yuri trying to hide her blush as I smile at her. But I'm sure other people are bound to be interested in joining the club after listening to your poems. Wow. Could he be... this is why I love Natsuki so much. Can he be any more of a... Yeah, that. And it's kind of ironic she's the one asking me that. If you really think people will enjoy it, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try. That's the spirit. I'm sure you'll do great anyway. I know there's no way to ever go up on stage and do something so embarrassing. What? It was pretty tame, but I told you I'd get you back. I watched as all three girls breathe a sigh of relief in unison. Well, now that that's been cleared up, I was planning for everyone to practice presenting, but we're just about out of time. So instead, let's discuss where we're going to prepare for Monday. Natsuki, Sayori and I thought it would be best to bake some cupcakes to get people in the door. Sounds easy enough. And Yuri, I thought it would be best for you to create some decorations to create an atmosphere. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Devin. Good. I was hoping my talents would be recognized at some point. Ah, you're such a clown. That's correct, but a talented clown. Oh, what's this? It would seem the high and mighty Natsuki has become flustered. Devin and I have discussed it, and we will be working together to create the pamphlets. What? Dang it. I didn't expect her to just throw it out like that. Well, there's more to it than that. Huh? Oh, well, I already knew what tasks Monica was going to give everyone, and as much as I hate to admit it, I knew I wouldn't do much good on my own. So I thought I would try to help everyone, or at least lend a hand to those who need help. How would you be able to help all of us? Well, I could help Yuri make the decorations on Saturday, since it won't matter too much if they sit around. And then help you, Natsuki, bake cupcakes on Sunday so that they're still fresh for the festival. Monica and Sayori will be working on the pamphlets together, so I can serve as a consultant if they need one. I thought Monica said that you would be helping with the pamphlets. Oh, I figured this would work better since my creativity when it comes to stuff like pamphlets is pretty minuscule. I see. The work is pretty tedious, so I don't mind the help. I could make the cupcakes by myself pretty easily, but I'm sure I can find some dirty work for you. Hey, if it helps, then I can't argue with it. What do you think, Monica? Yeah, sounds great. Monica's cold tone immediately fills me with guilt. Dang it. I told her that I'd spend time with her helping with festival work. But I didn't mean to make her think that I was going to help only her. Oh, it looks like the club should have ended a few minutes ago. I should be going now. I'll contact you about the decorations tomorrow, Devin. Yeah, sounds good. I feel Monica's glare grow even colder as Yuri walks off without his trading contact information. Yeah, I should be going too. Here, we'll need some way to talk to each other. Natsuki pulls out her phone and we exchange numbers. You better not be weird about it. Well, I'll be going against my nature, but I'll try my best. I see a faint smirk on Natsuki's face as she heads out of the room. That just leaves... Yeah, you kind of messed up here, MC, which I guess is me. So in a way, did I mess up? I don't think I did. You don't have to worry about helping us. It's not that much work, so having two people is already plenty. Monica's low and disinterested voice sends a chill down my spine. Come on, Monica. It's fine. I'm sure the others need your help more than me anyway. As she tries to head out towards the door, I block it. Let me explain for just 1 second, please. I already had this plan before I walked with you to your house yesterday, okay? I assumed you weren't the only one who's going to have a workload, so I wanted to help everyone the best I could. And believe me when I said that, I had that in mind when I made that promise to spend tomorrow with you. Unlike the others, I don't want to help you with... Hold on, wait. Unlike the others, I don't want to help you with your task. I just want us to hang out and have fun together. And what about Yuri? Aren't you supposed to be helping her tomorrow? Well, yeah, but I'll help her early in the day, so there's still plenty of time left. I'm sure I'll be able to quickly finish things up with her. Are you sure? It looks like you two already have some history. Dang, she already knows we didn't exchange numbers. It's not like that. Yuri, Sayori, heck, maybe even Natsuki. Am I the only girlie that you aren't dating, Devin? What? Don't be ridiculous. There's nothing. Just leave me alone. Monica shows me the side and makes her way out of the room. Man. After standing confused for a while, anger began to surface. Ah, dang it! I feel my knuckles crack as I drive my fist into the wall. Dang it, dang it, dang it! I cuss myself out a few more times before finally yanking my bag off the floor and storming out. Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing to do. Even though I'm in a crappy mood now, I still make my way to the town. I'm annoyed the entire time that I'm in the pharmacy looking for antibiotics. I accidentally let out my tone as I pay for the medicine, but I fail to care. All the slight annoyances on the bus ride home are amplified. Every bump, every slow car in front of us, every whining kid. Feels like I'm about to lose my mind as we finally arrive at my stop. I stand fuming on the sidewalk as I get off the bus. Once I've collected myself slightly, I begin my walk home. I aggressively unlock the door and make my way inside. I go to set the medicine on the kitchen table. Crap! I lose my crap as I can't be saying crap every single time there's a bad word. I gotta be more creative than that. I lose my crap as I say that. I lose my baloney as I see all the dirty dishes in the kitchen. Even though I know it's not the dishes that are making me mad, I scream at them anyway. Why? Everything's going so freaking well until she finds out I have Yuri's number. Who gives a darn whose number they have? That doesn't mean crap. I said I'd be your friend, so why get pissed at me? How are you going to be mad because I'm the one who's not available? Sorry that I don't break up with Sayori nor the other girls just to spare your feelings. If you want to ignore me even after I explain things and say that I still want to hang out with you, go right ahead. See if I care. Man. Now I've gotten that out of my system, I begin to pick up some of the dishes. I imagine Sayori's just sitting in the living room and she's just like hearing all that. I continue to vent as I finish washing the skillets. By this point, most of my anger has subsided, but my general annoyance continues to linger. I try and take my mind off of things as I lay down on the couch. But the universe, knowing this is my intention, decides to prevent it. I pull my phone out to check the alert. Hey, I was wondering if you were home yet. Man, I forgot about Sayori. My annoyance from before mixes with this new guilt to me quite an enjoyable emotion. Yeah, I just finished doing some dishes so the place wouldn't be a mess. Oh, okay. Is it still alright if I come over? For a split second, my brain thinks about saying no before I realize just how big of a selfish a-hole it would make me. Of course, you can come over whenever you want. Okay, I'll be there in a little while. See you soon. I try to settle some of my nerves as I send the message. Everything's going to be fine. Sayori will come over, we'll talk, I'll support her the best I can. And if she's willing to listen, I'll try talking to Monica again sometime this weekend. I clap my hands together and whip out the fakest smile in my arsenal. Okay, let's try not to freak anything else up. I spend the next few minutes trying to build up my confidence. Knock knock! I straighten up off the couch and make my way to the door. Truth be told, thinking about Sayori played a big part in making me feel better. My genuine smile comes out to play as I let her in. Hi, Devin! Well, hiya, Sayori. I'm glad to see that you're in a good mood. Well, my parents are still adjusting to the news, so I'm glad that I could come over. I know it's because they care, but I just wanted something normal for a little while. Well, I'm not sure if I qualify as normal, but I'll try my best. Here, we can talk about it in the living room if you want. Alright. Sayori follows me into the living room, where we both proceed to take a seat on the couch. If you feel comfortable talking about it, I'm curious to hear how things went. Let's see. Here, before we continue, I just want to see something real quick. How long is DDLC Relapse mod? 5 to 10 hours to complete. The exact playtime will largely depend on your reading speed and whether you fully explore all branching dialogue and newly expanding days. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, let me look at how long a typical, full playthrough of this game is. Because, like, I've been doing this for a while. Don't worry, I'll get to it. DDLC Relapse mod. Hold on. Mod full. Okay, so a no commentary thing of Relapse is almost 5 hours long. And I have been playing for a while, so how much more of this is there? I don't even know. Let's just finish up this conversation and then we'll be done for the night. She proceeds to tell me about her trip to the doctor's office. She talks about how she was screened for depression and later diagnosed with it. Her mother was apparently on the brink of tears the whole time they were there. This was followed by her father basically being frozen when they told him the news. I told them that it wasn't their fault, that they shouldn't feel guilty. But ever since I've been home, they've treated me like I'm made of glass. I just want things to go back to normal, but now... I can see the fear in her eyes as she thinks about how things might never be the same as they were. Hey, don't think about that. Don't think like that. It's like I told you this morning. No matter what happens, they still love and care about you. Even if it may seem like things are going to stay different, I'm confident that they won't. This is just a lot for them to digest, but things will go back to normal eventually, you know? Maybe it's just that... Saru's face seems to lighten up as a poker. I suddenly feel my heart racing as I look into her eyes. The world around me seems to slow down as we gaze at each other. Devin, I don't want everything to go back to normal. I want this. Us. You make me so happy. It's so selfish, but I just want to be with you. I always want to be by your side. Sayori. I feel a fire burning within me as we... I don't want to describe this, but I will anyway, so long as it remains in the PG/PG-13 category. I feel a fire burning within me as we lock lips. There's an energy between us that I've never felt before. Everything is so vivid in this morning, in this moment. The softness of her hair, the tears of joy smeared on her face. Okay, I'm not reading that last one. I can feel her grip on my back growing tighter and tighter as we continue to make out. I was very uncomfortable with that one line. Our eyes lock as we both pause to take a breath. I smile at her as I wipe some of the tears off of her face. Sorry if I'm not very good. I've never really done that before. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it doesn't take much to be better than me. You're still so silly, Devin. Well, you're always the one who brings it out in me. I noticed that even though we aren't kissing anymore, Sayori still has a firm grip on me. She really doesn't want to let go of me, does she? And I'll be darned if I ever let her. She once again pulls herself towards me, but this time opts to rest her head on my chest. I'm beginning to grow accustomed to this position. There's a comfortable silence in the room. Until I decide to disrupt it, that is. Hey, Sayori, are you hungry by any chance? Muffled noises. Heh, my ears are up here, you know. Heh, sorry. I haven't eaten since lunch, and going to the doctor did make me kinda hungry. Why do you ask? Well, I was thinking it'd be pretty normal to order a pizza and watch a movie together. If that's something you're interested in. I would like that a lot. Then leave it to me. I whip my phone out and pull out the website to one of the nearby pizza places. Careful not to be too awkward, I wrap my arm around her in a way that allows the both of us to see the phone screen. We design a pizza together and then order it for delivery. Once that's nice and settled, I turn on the TV and open one of the streaming apps. We spend the next few minutes looking for a movie before finally settling on a crappy-looking rom-com. Hey, Sayori, I'm going to go get changed real quick before the pizza gets here. Alright. It takes a second for her to relinquish her hold on me, but once she does, I make my way towards the stairs. I change out my school uniform and into my very bland casual clothes. As I'm throwing on gray shirt number 3, I began to feel a little dizzy. Don't tell me. Before I know it, I'm down on one knee, struggling to stay straight. My breathing has become short and sporadic, and it feels like I might pass out. No, I can't let this happen now. I place my palm on my forehead, and I feel some heat, but I can't tell if it's a fever or not. I close my eyes and try to calm my breathing. I stay like this until I'm finally able to muster enough strength to stand up again. Once I'm on my feet, the dizziness begins to go away, and my breathing has returned to normal. I really need to take that medicine soon. This weekend should be spent resting, but I've already made promises to all the girls. I try to maintain a positive attitude through all the crappy circumstances. It's always something, isn't it? Knock, knock. My spacing out is interrupted by a knock at the front door. Hey, yo, the pizza's here! After giving the pizza guy a tip and taking the boxes, I hear Sayori shuffling up behind me. Are you sure it's not too blah 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 blah? Are you sure it's not too much trouble buying us pizza? Oh wait, I clicked the wrong button. I could have gone halfsies with you. It's alright. After all, what kind of guy would I be if I didn't treat my girlfriend to dinner every now and then? Gosh, I feel like such a loser playing a romance visual novel while still being single. Calling her my girlfriend out loud does make my face feel kind of hot. Anyways, could you put these on the kitchen table? I was going to lock the door real quick. Sure. I hand Sayori the boxes and turn to lock the door. First I use the card to rent a movie and then to order a pizza. If this illness doesn't kill me, my parents just might. Crap the medicine! I rush into the kitchen to see that Sayori set the boxes pretty close to the bag containing the antibiotics. Lucky for me, it doesn't seem like the bag has been disturbed at all. Whew. I sneakily grab the bag and place it into a random drawer. Hey Devin, is there anything to drink? Oh, yeah. There should be some bottles of soda and water in the fridge. Or I could make some tea if you... I'm cut off as Sayori opens the fridge door and pulls out a bottle of watermelon Ramoon. Westernized upbringer or not, Ramoon soda is the crap. Well, okay, well, nah, that doesn't really work for that. Is the best. We could substitute the bad words. Hold on one second. I want to see exactly where I am in the story. So what I'm going to do is go on a full playthrough of Doki Doki Relapse. See exactly where I am in the story. Alright, so we are currently like the majority of the way through the mod. It looks like it would take only like another one of these Doki Doki nights to finish out the entire mod. So let's get to a point where we can stop and then I'll be good for the night. After nudging her out of the way to grab my own bottle, we both begin to make our plates. Once we're stocked up on napkins and greasy goods, we make our way back into the living room. Gosh, I want pizza right now. We take our seat on the couch and start the movie as we begin eating. Thanks for the pizza, Devin. It's really good. Don't mention it. I only do partake in the finest of Italian cuisine, after all. It seems like we're a little over halfway through the movie at this point. We finished eating a while ago, and proceed to reassume our position of her leaning against me. I'm trying to focus on what I'm watching, but I can feel my eyelids getting heavy. I glance over as I'm about to ask Sayori if she's tired. I immediately see that she's out like a light. It's been a long day for her, I'm sure. Our heart-to-heart this morning, opening up to her parents about her depression, getting diagnosed, and yet she's still been able to wear a smile on her face. I brushed some of Sayori's hair off her face like they do in the movies. Unlike the movies, however, the hair immediately falls back to where it was, causing me to have to withhold a giggle. It doesn't seem fair. Someone who's always looking after others, always trying to put a smile on everyone's face, to be cursed like this, to feel unwanted and alone. I subconsciously tightened my grip around her as these thoughts plagued me. I promise I won't let you go, Sayori. No matter what. But why? Why go through so much to keep him from knowing? This is the first time I've ever tried to think about these things outside of my room. For some reason, things just didn't seem right when I tried to go in there today. Ever since the end of the club meeting and my argument with Devin, I've been trying to put the pieces together in my head. That thing inside him, the save data, this explanation isn't much to go off of. So I'm guessing that it was in the interest of time. It seems to be losing control there towards the end. Huh. So it can't take full control of Devin for long, and it doesn't seem to want to unless it's important. Plus, it appears to have fairly good coding skills. Managed to set up a failsafe for the girl's personality traits as well as use a rewind function. Dang, I haven't even been able to properly use a rewind function. Jealousies aside, though, so how does Devin not know that this thing is inside him? And why does it want to keep things that way? Sure, he may have a bit of a god complex on Tuesday, but he's become so much more responsible since then. What am I saying? After today, he can go to hell for all I care. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm such a sucker. Here I am apologizing to nobody over an angry thought. But I deserve to be mad. He basically lied to me. And there's no telling what he and Yuri did together. I blush a little as I think about how Yuri's obsessiveness might have translated to other things. What a jerk, trying to play us like that. But still. I feel like I'm losing my mind. It's just one guy. One guy that might be the closest thing to a real person that I'll ever have the chance to be with. Even though I want to believe that statement, something doesn't feel right. That's the only reason I like him. It's only because he's like me, nothing more. My heart begins to beat faster as I think about all the things we've talked about and the stupid jokes he's made. Maybe I should apologize. If things really are going to continue beyond the script, if this really is going to be life for us, we shouldn't have any bad blood between us. And maybe, if things don't work out between him and Sayori... Monica? Devin? Hey. I didn't expect to see anyone out this late. Yeah, I was just getting some air is all. She sure did come a long way just to get some air. But at least she seems to have calmed down. What about you? I didn't expect to see anyone either. Oh, yeah. I was just doing something similar. Just wanted to clear my head. I made sure to leave the fact out that I just finished taking Sayori back to her house. I see. Man, I really need to do something about this awkwardness. Listen, Monica, about what happened yesterday. Today. I should apologize. Huh? I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions about what you said. And I should have listened to you when you were trying to explain. That was unexpected. It's alright, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I should have told you sooner about what my plan was. I didn't mean to hurt you like that. And I promise that there's nothing going on between me and Yuri or me and Natsuki. So, you and Sayori are still... Yeah, we are. I'll try whatever I can to make Monica feel better, but I still love Sayori. Monica, please understand. I really enjoy spending time with you. In fact, I've been looking forward to it these past few days. Our banter, our serious discussions, us playing piano together. I loved every minute of it. I'm the luckiest guy on earth to have you as a friend. But I love Sayori. I really do. I know that may hurt to hear, but you're an absolutely amazing girl. Even the guys at school who adore you don't know just how much they're missing out on. Just because me and Sayori are together now doesn't mean I want to spend any less time with you. It's kind of embarrassing, but I was driving myself crazy thinking about how you were mad at me. I subconsciously scratched my temple while trying to hide my blush. I I guess anyone in their right mind would probably be pissed at themselves if they messed things up with you. I smile at Monica, but it's clear that she's still pretty torn. Devin, I really like you, and I don't think I'm ready to stop really liking you. But the thought of us not speaking to each other anymore scares me. So please promise me you won't leave me alone again? Monica? Why? Why does it bother her so much that we aren't together? What am I to this girl? Why does she care so much? Sorry, I didn't mean to get like that. It's alright. Take your time. Why does a jerk like you have to be so nice? Monica delivers this line as if she just watched the family dog die. Monica, it's alright, I was just kidding. You're always trying to cheer up, Devin. Hold on, wait. You're always trying to cheer people up, Devin. Always smiling when things go wrong. You and Sayori both. Maybe you two do belong together. She has no idea how wrong she is about me. Even when I'm smiling, I'm mortified of what could happen, of the potential outcomes. One slip up, and I could very well end up watching one of my friends die. The weight of my shoulders begins to get heavier as I look at her. Me and Sayori might be more of a deal breaker than I thought. Monica? As much as I hate it, things might not be the same between us. But even so, I'm willing to do as much as possible to try and get them close to what they were. So, what do you say I keep that promise I made to you? What about Yuri? I can hear the bitterness in her voice as you say Yuri's name. I'll figure something out. Don't worry about it. If you're up to it, tomorrow will be a day for just you and me. It looks like the smile was able to get through to her, just a bit. I would like that. Well then, consider it done. Here, I'll just give you my number. I freeze up as I don't feel my phone in my pocket. That's weird. I know that I had it with me when I took Sayori home. Unless... Devin! My heart stops as I hear Sayori's voice. My heart stops as I hear Sayori's voice approaching. This isn't going to be good. Oh, hey, Monica! I didn't expect to see you out here today. Today? I'm a little relieved to see that Sayori didn't jump to any conclusions about me and Monica talking to each other. Oh, hello, Sayori. I'm glad to see that my vice president is in good hands. Why can't I speak? Why can't I read? Oh my gosh. I'm glad to see that my vice president is in good health. Yep, healthy as a horse. Well, I'm guessing those weren't exactly the doctor's words. It's close enough. Oh, why are you still in your school uniform? Well, I've been pretty busy since school let out. I guess I just haven't had time to change. Man, it must be really hard being smart and club president. Don't worry about it, it's not that bad. How's she able to do this? Monika's talking as though she doesn't have a care in the world. Oh, and Devin, before I forget... Sawyer pulls my phone out of her pocket and hands it to me. You left this on your desk when you left earlier. Sorry about that. Looks like somebody's getting forgetful in their old age. Normally I'm fine with Sayori being cutesy around me, but her acting this way in front of Monica is beginning to worry me. Well, it was nice seeing the two of you, but it is getting pretty late. I should probably start heading home. Don't you live pretty far away from here? We could walk you back if you want. Don't worry about it, I'll be fine. Plus, the two of you should be getting home soon, too. Okay. But be safe, alright? I will. And the same goes for both of you. I'm mostly silent as we all say our goodbyes. It dawns on me that as we begin walking away that I still don't have Monica's number. Darn it. I wonder if she still even wants to hang out after seeing me and Sayori together. Hey, Devin, did Monica tell you why she was all the way out here? Well... She told me she was getting some fresh air. Doesn't it seem kind of far to walk for just some fresh air? Well, I doubt that was the only reason she was out walking. She probably has a lot on her mind and she was just trying to clear it. I hope she's not too worried about the festival or anything. I'm sure that she's fine. She is the class star after all. Yeah, I guess you're right. But hey, what about you? Huh? What about me? Why were you walking out all the way over here? Oh, it probably sounds cliche at this point, but I was clearing my head a bit too. It's been a long day, you know? I guess I need some more time to process it. Yeah, a long day. Sayori, what are you thinking? It's nothing. I was just... It's because of me, isn't it? I made you worry about me all day and then didn't even give you time to rest. What's wrong with me? I poke her head before she's able to finish. That's awfully presumptuous of you, don't you think? Huh? I motioned my hand towards Sayori again, but this time I rested on her shoulder. I'll admit that I was worried about you. I mean, of course I was. Who in their right mind wouldn't be? But I have a lot on my plate that isn't just thinking about you. So no, don't think that you're a burden or that all you do is cause people to worry. Because in reality, our time together is what gives me the courage to face my other problems. If it wasn't for you, I'd have a lot more than go on a stroll to clear my head. I smiled bashfully at her to try and prove my point. Devin, you... Thanks. I'm glad we were able to spend time together. I put my arms up and crossed my fingers behind my head in a very anime fashion. You and me both, Sayori. You know, besides the whole head clearing thing, it probably doesn't hurt to spend time outdoors and get some exercise. So some concern here and there might actually make me healthier. I see a smile across Sayori's face as I say this. We all know you could use it. Hey, where'd that come from? I tried to jab at her, but she managed to dodge me. You're right, though. Today's been a long day. Sayori lets out a yawn and stretches out her arms. I don't think I've ever missed my bet this much. Yeah, I can tell the way you were snoring so loud when you were asleep on the couch earlier. Ah! I do not snore. Hold on, I'm accidentally doing Natsuki's voice. Oops. I wrap my arm around her shoulder and pull her towards me. Believe what you want, but I'm sure the neighbors can vouch for me. The neighbors? I continue to playfully tease Sayori for the rest of the walk. Once we arrive at her house, she stops and grabs me by the wrists. You know, you really shouldn't be that mean to your girlfriend like that. Well, I guess you are right. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Oh, smooth, Devin, and this time it's not sarcastically. You could... I pull Sayori closer, which I then follow up with a kiss. Will that do the trick? Well, it's a good start. But don't forget, I can still punch you if you're too big of a jerk. Heh. Of course, how could I forget? Well, I probably should head inside. I told Mom I wouldn't be out long. Alright, then I suppose I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Sounds good. After we hug and say our goodbyes, I begin the familiar trip home. I forgot about them earlier, but it dawned on me when I was talking to Monica. I opened the drawer that contains medication I bought and begin opening the bottle. After downing 2 pills with some tap water, I'm ready for bed. I'm tempted to stay up and try to formulate my plan for the weekend, but honestly, I'm exhausted. Even with that nap earlier, today feels like it's totally drained me. I mean, a lot has happened in the entirety of today. I immediately fall into bed. With a bottle of meds and a Heath Ledger bobblehead. With this thought in mind, I lie and wait for the great sleep goddess to embrace me. I adjust my covers and roll over to my side to try and get comfortable. A quick glance at my alarm clock lets me know it's already midnight. Dang it. Even though my body's beyond exhausted, I've had something on my mind ever since I laid down. You convinced Sayori to go to the doctor. You helped Yuri with her cutting. You've cared about Natsuki and me. I didn't pay much attention to what Monica said at the time due to the circumstances, but now I can't stop thinking about it. If she knew about Sayori's depression this week, she was bound to know about it last week as well. So why didn't she do anything to help? Even if she's bad at talking to people, something as important as that just can't be ignored. Wait a second. Come to think of it, Monica was the one who showed me Sayori's letter. And she didn't even seem bothered. My head begins to hurt as I think about some of the events from last week. If she knew about her depression, there's no way that poem wouldn't have set off red flags. Heck, even if she didn't know about it, it should have still been concerning. Even though my mind is racing, I can feel myself beginning to lose consciousness. Does she know? Does she know something I don't? But why? Why would she hide it? Huh. Panting. Hey, just give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I should have rested a while longer, but he was beginning to put some of the pieces together. I forced him to fall asleep before he could come up with any answers. And I'll work on trying to ease that out of his memory, but I still haven't fully recovered from that rewind yet. Honestly, though, I'm just glad that it worked. My plan B was dangerous, to say the least. I digress, though. There's just so much I want to talk to you about. But within the shape I'm in now, I won't be able to keep you much longer. So 2 things before I go. First, it seems that Devin's physical body is damaged somehow when I overexerted myself. Everything was kind of foggy, but I remember him getting a nosebleed after the rewind. And, well, then there's the other thing. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I am hoping that I'm wrong. Tomorrow might be a rough day. I'm not certain, but please try to bear with him. Out of fear that some of the details may create concern, I'll wait until tomorrow night to tell you. If things go well, there shouldn't be any problems. But if they don't, you deserve to know. Sorry to end on such a grim note, but I really should continue trying to recover. I'll speak to you later. Here, I'm going to save here. And then I'm going to go to the main menu. Because I feel like that's a really good spot to stop for today. Wow, things are getting a lot interesting. I think that we're almost done with this game. This mod. I'm thinking one more Friday night stream, and we should be completely done with it. And then we can finally move on to a different mod. Which one, though? I don't know. I am thinking about one specific one, but it's one of those mods where I know for a fact that if I'm not careful about it, I will have my channel like completely nuked by YouTube, and I don't really want that, so I'm gonna have to be very, very, very careful about what I do with that mod. If I decide to do it, I'll decide whether or not, though. Anyway, though, I feel like today was a pretty good stream. I'm exhausted. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm just going to be signing off. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, even though I know it's only just one person watching. I'm tired. I'm going to probably... I don't really have anything much to say, if I'm going to be completely honest. But yeah, next week should be the end of Relapse. And then we're going to be started on a different one. So, yeah. All right. I think it's time for me to be done with this now, though. So, thank you and goodbye.